So how does undergraduate work get assessed in geography?
So at uni it's much more formal. You submit your coursework through QMUL+, which uses Turnitin to assess for plagiarism. There's also like strict deadlines to when you submit it, which is given by the lecturer. If you don't submit it on time, there are like some consequences. So you can get like 5% deducted for every 24 hours lateness, which can make a massive difference to your overall grade.
There are different ways you can get assessed as well. Like, it's not just exams and coursework throughout the year. There are other different ways, such as group presentations, and that was a really nice way of engaging with one another, and it wasn't just like an individual piece of work like you would submit throughout the year, which is, quite bland and quite repetitive. It's quite nice to sort of engage with other people and work together. But at the same time, if you don't allocate roles and be very coordinated from the beginning, it can be quite stressful, so just bear that in mind.
Yeah, but I think through group work you learn a lot as well. Everyone works as a group, therefore you build up on your teamwork skills, communication skills, which is really useful to have, and you can talk about this once you leave uni and apply for jobs. And I think this year we had like a mixture of coursework, exams and group presentations. Courseworks are like 50% coursework and there's like 50% exams, or like 10% group presentation and the rest exam and coursework. It's nice to have a balance.
Have you got any top tips for dealing with coursework and exam technique?
I'd say do what suits you best. So if you prefer revising as a group, then work with your friends, work with your peers within the module. Get together, do some group work, because if one person doesn't know the answer, others will know the answer. Just share ideas and knowledge. Also, I'd say if you prefer note-taking, then make revision cards, like flashcards. I've done that a lot this year and they are really useful. It's just quick, easy method. You can revise on the bus, on the tube, and so on,
Yeah, I mean, as well as that, I like to sort of dive in with the reading. So I will look at, so the module conveyors will normally distribute a reading list for you to do for the coursework and the whole subject in general. They have like an essential reading list, which you have to read if you want to do well, and a recommended reading list, which is just there, just in case you have some extra time. But, saying that, it's always really good to dive in with the reading, sort of immerse yourself with all of it and really get a good understanding of the topic.
But not really read every single paper, like top to bottom, but it's more like skim through it, read the introduction and read the abstract, introduction, or read the conclusion. So get the main points out, and if you feel like the paper is useful, then maybe read the whole paper.
That's like a top tip if the article is like 30 pages,
yeah.
Which is so long. You don't want to be stuck with that.
Majority are long, but the tip is to just skim through it. If it's useful, then read most of it.
Yeah, apart from lectures, where else could I study maybe?
Okay, so there are places like tutorials. And tutorials are basically, you're assigned a tutor who will be a lecturer at the School of Geography here. And what they will basically do is they'll put you in a group of students and you will basically refer to them throughout the year. So say, for example, you're having some trouble with some coursework, you can always go to them for advice, some guidance on, say, for example, the structure. But it also works as like another module as well, because they will assign coursework to you, which you have to complete for them.
Yeah, you also can attend like seminars, which is slightly different from tutorials. So seminars is as a group, and it's with your module conveyor. So they give you some readings, you read the articles, you come back, and as a group you discuss the topic. So it's like a revision session to help you build up on your knowledge on the reading. And it's really useful because you have the lecturer there, so you can ask questions, as well as your peers, so you can ask them questions as well. You also have the library. So the library at QMUL is 3 floors. You have a massive area where there's computers, so you can go there, use the computer labs, and go on like QM+ to read articles which you might not find outside of the campus.
I mean, as well as the library, there are other places for you to sort of study as well. Here in the School of Geography building, you have the Geography Computer Labs, which are quite unknown, which is so nice because, especially during exam season when it gets a bit packed in the library, it's always nice to come back here and just get your work done. To touch upon that, the exam timetable also allows the library to be open for 24 hours. So you have that freedom to go there whenever you need something, despite whatever the time may be.
Yeah. There's also other places, so like you can go to the Francis Bancroft or the engineering building, law building. They also have like massive computer rooms which you're free to use. Just in case there's no space in the library or the geography labs.
Thank you, that was very useful.